everyone, this is just a quick video today as I'm trying to find out work-life balance with YouTube and juggling other things, and I want to do a whole video on that at some point because I'm sure that's something that is on people's minds and how to balance the two, right, if that's something you're trying to do. And you shouldn't be put off trying to do it either, and I will go into that into more detail. But however, do you believe that the universe works with you when doing things in life, supporting you, guiding you, and helping you, especially with things like this as well, with creativity? And the reason I want to talk about this today is because today supposedly is a very powerful, energetic day with all the planets aligning. Yeah, 7 planets. And a lot of people are unaware of how energy really affects us, bearing in mind the fact that we are made up of energy. And I know there's different belief systems as to what they believe, but ultimately the human body, who we are inside, everything is made up with energy, light, sound, all that kind of thing. And you're probably already aware of this. If you are, give me a like on the video and leave me a comment. It's always good to find people like yourself. But for me, it's something I've been on the road with for a long time, since about 2012, was when a major shift occurred in me. And, I went through quite a tough experience with anxiety, depression, and agoraphobia. And I went through so many difficulties with trying to separate myself from the world to try and deal with what I was going through. And it kind of felt like a lot of outside noise when I was already dealing with a lot of inside noise that you try to understand to your best ability and you feel like you're failing miserably. So I went through a process of many years of being in that state. I was on medication from the age of 22 to help with depression due to some semi-serious life experiences that are all occurring at once. I say semi-serious because I'm sure there's a lot more serious issues out there for people. But, it brought me to where I am today. There was something in me that needed to shift while I was going through this huge transition. And when it got to 2012, it was like somebody had opened up a doorway. I had moved to a very bad neighborhood, the hood, in my town, simply because the house that I was renting with my ex-partner, the landlord was going bankrupt and didn't tell us, and we had a letter to say, hey, you got 2 weeks to move out, and we were like, oh, great, thanks. As you can imagine, that was, being somebody who goes through these experiences, that was a hugely stressful and traumatic experience for me. We got moved into temporary accommodation for 6 months, and then from there the only options that were given to us was places in not so good areas. And I was grateful for the home at the time, somewhere to settle and say, hey, I don't have to worry about this. Because at that time I was going through a lot. I had a lot of government assistance because I literally could not be at work from the conditions that I had. And so during that time, discovering myself and learning all about energy and many other wonderful, weird things of the world and connecting with self, learning about self, it was very difficult to chase any kind of dream or passion that I had, and one of them was YouTube. I was also trying to be a songwriter at the time because I've been making music since 17 years old, and I was also a qualified graphic designer and had to step away from that too because that can be quite a stressful job as much as it is fun being creative. So there was a lot going on for me at that point. I didn't know who I was, what I was doing, where I wanted to go. I was too afraid to try everything because of the anxiety and the depression side of things. I looked at myself as a failure in life for even having those conditions. So, it was a very traumatic and truly exceptional experience to go through because I feel I have so much to give to people in that sense. And I don't want to necessarily make the channel about those things, but I do believe those things are valuable to a lot of people. And I think that if anybody can take anything good from that or can share what they experience, and you kind of bounce off of that, and that helps lift somebody, sometimes even shift somebody in a whole new direction. And I think that's absolutely incredible. But as today is a very energetic day with the planets, and this is a rare thing that only occurs every so many 100 years, that subtly we can feel the changes of energy and those energetic shifts. For me, and this may sound strange, you may laugh in my face, and you're welcome to, I won't be offended, that sometimes full moon can really kind of affect my sleep. My sleeping is all over the place on a full moon. I can't shut off, can't stay asleep for very long. And as soon as the full moon passes and goes through its phase, I'm back on track again and start to feel more settled. And yeah, a lot of people do smile when I say something like that, but there are many people who also experience the same things. And when you actually look it up, there's a lot of things to back that up. And with this energy that we have today, a lot of it is based on creation as well. And it's all, I recommend looking it up to, excuse me, see what it's about, because I think that you might find that if you are like me and you're sensitive to things like that, that you may find some reassurance in maybe what you're feeling or experiencing or going through that could possibly affect what's happening to you or what you're trying to do. Like, for example, if you're trying to do this YouTube channel and, you know, it focuses on creativity today, that could be a very useful tool that you can implement and connect with to help make that shift that you need to maybe even start a YouTube channel or upload a new video and have more creative ideas for that, or just get a better sense of where you want to go in life. And I think that could be very valuable. I literally went blank with a YouTube video idea today, because I kind of, for this transition, this is day 13 for me with a YouTube video, and I'm still trying to find my way with how I want to bring this channel forward. Because yes, I do want to help people, as I just have shared some of my personal life experience with you, and there's multiple ways that I can help and want to share and connect with people. And because I've had such an unusual life with paranormal stuff too, and you know, there's many aspects of me, many colours of me that have some use and interest and are fun to talk about and share with people. So it's always difficult when you're first starting off your YouTube channel as to which direction you actually want to go with any of those things. I'm still finding my feet. But if any of my subscribers and people watching this video find any of these things interesting, stick around, because this could be entertaining. As a very creative individual, I like to make things fun in videos, and today this is a raw video. Sometimes I mix it up with a little bit of editing and sound and all sorts of things just to keep it fun. I always think it's nice to see somebody for real as to what they're really like, and it would be fun one day to actually vlog some of my days and things like that, as well as having important conversations like this and connecting with people and helping people. And I'm also somebody who knows various types of people who would be interested in doing interviews and stuff for a YouTube video. And because I used to be on a radio show and I was a co-host on there, and it was a lot of fun, and I got to meet some very incredible people along the way. And so I'm very blessed to have that kind of connection with those people, and it's always interesting when they have valuable information and content and life stories to share that can really entertain and help people and all sorts of things. So, you know, that is something that I was thinking of possibly bringing onto the channel too. It's going to be very enlightened in that sense. And so if you're somebody who likes to experience all those kind of things, or you're just looking for one specific kind of niche, then you know, subscribe if you like. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. I appreciate you anyway for sticking around and watching this video. If anybody can do me a favor, if you've got to this point, can you leave me a comment and say 7 planets? That way I know that you've got this far in the video at least, and that kind of helps me know I'm going in some sort of right direction. Or maybe just let me know how much you've enjoyed what I've shared with you and your opinion on the subjects that I've talked about doing or sharing with you on this channel. I appreciate you all so much, and I love connecting with you. So thank you so much for all the love you've left me in the comments on my previous videos. It's been a real kind of nudge to keep me going forward and encouragement, and you don't realize that value to me, and I appreciate you. So thank you for your love and support, and I hope that you continue to join me on this journey. It would be truly wonderful, and I send all my love to you today. Embrace this energy, this moment. This, all we have is now. You know, don't be afraid to start the things you want to start and do the things you want to do, because you're so worth it, and you'll always have that assistance, you know. So sending love. Have a wonderful day or night. Keep it bright. Lots of love. Angel Mia.